Hey, Mike Martinez, and today we're going to talk about something that really is critical to your success online. That's the lifeblood of your business, and it's traffic. Should you be using paid traffic? Should you do free traffic strategies? What's the deal there? And don't go away. We'll be right back to discover what the surprising answer may be. Mike Martinez, I'll be right back. Welcome back, Mike Martinez, and today we're talking about something that's critically important if you're trying to market anything online. Because here's the bottom line, and you know what? I'm one of the people that goes with the school of thought that your traffic should be highly targeted, and that's absolutely true. The more targeted you are, the more refined you are at presenting your offer to the right audience, the better your chances are of getting somebody to raise their hand and say, yes, I want what you have to offer. That obviously is important. But the next question is, should I go and get targeted paid traffic or targeted free traffic? That's a big question, right? Because a lot of times, some people that are just starting out have a low budget, and some people that are just starting out never really paid for traffic. You don't know, the steps that you need to do, and you don't want to overspend yourself, and you don't want to throw money out that really is not producing results. So there's certain ways in which we have to approach these strategies, both on free traffic and on paid traffic. To begin with, let me just say that for the most part, both strategies work, right? Free and paid. And there's a lot of different angles in which we could do free. There's a few very effective approaches for doing paid. But either one of those needs a very specific strategy, a very specific, consistent way of you doing them, so that you reap the benefits, right? Now, with paid traffic, here's the thing. You need to learn how to test small amounts of money, small ads. You need to test them and see what kind of response you get. And when you find an effective ad, because there's going to be different things. Maybe your title needs to be changed. Maybe the platform in which you're advertising needs to be changed. Maybe the audience in which you're trying to reach needs to be changed. And sometimes it could be as simple as, changing the demographics as far as what area you're advertising in, or maybe what age range you're advertising in. All those things come into play. So you got to kind of test little things. And when you find something that, yes, oh, wow, I got a nice response there, then you can scale and add more money. And if you're doing it the right way, you will see that the results are also going to scale, right? If you went out there and you spent $20 and you got 5 responses, right? It could be as little as 5. It could be as little as 20, right? But you got a certain amount of responses. So now you say, okay, I'm going to put $100 into it. Now you should see the numbers incrementally go up based on the success that you have with the smaller ads. So that's one of the things that you want to do. And it takes you being a scientist, you being able to write down, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is the ad that I'm putting, and this is I'm approaching this particular market, and see what the results are. Oh wow, I got 3 responses already. I got 7 responses today. And then you can now, instead of just doing a $25 ad, you can do a $100 ad, because you know that ad is getting responses with that particular demographics. Now, with free marketing for the most part, takes a little bit longer to generate because it takes some time for you to capture the attention of the people that you're trying to capture, right? So, but once you get that rolling, and once you build a little audience, and once you build your tribe, then it's a little bit different from paid advertising, because usually what you should be doing with your free marketing is giving advice and showing people the benefit of your offer in a lot of different ways by educating, right? That's the number one thing. You got to be educating your audience so that they come to the conclusion of that's what I want, right? When they come to that, if you can make your audience read an article or see a video and get them to nod their head, yes, that's exactly what I want, now you've just endorsed yourself. You just created authority for yourself. And there's very little resistance. Here's the key. The key is that people love to buy, but they don't want to be sold, right? That's a very important philosophy to have when you are putting things out there in the free market. People love to buy, but they don't want to be sold. And if they feel like that you're selling something, they're going to put up a wall. That's the difference between paid advertisement and free advertising. When you're doing free advertising, you don't want to be in a sales mode. You want to be in an educational mode. Hey, I know you're looking for this particular result. Let me show you a simple way that I found that you can do that. If you started using this particular product or this particular strategy, you're going to get that result. And by that process of educating, once you go into a person's mind and they accept what you're saying and they know that what you're saying is true, you now elevated yourself in their thought process. And in that process, you become a leader and an expert. And that's what makes the free marketing so much better. Now, with that said, what's better, free or paid? Well, the fact of the matter is that the smart marketers are doing both, right? They're putting things out there to educate people. And they're putting ads out there and they're testing things and they're covering a wider audience that way. Now, here's the key. And this you probably can agree with me, because when you're looking to buy something, do you do some research on that, right? Maybe you're looking to buy a particular item on Amazon, or you put it on Google and it directs you to an Amazon seller, but then you go out there and you read maybe a blog post on it, maybe you read a review on it, right? And you get a feel for, is this really what I want, right? That is the power of combining both, right? And if you're the person that, number one, is selling the product, you got the ad out there, but you're also educating people, that is the ultimate, guys, right? Because now you're really going to compound that effect of people looking at you as a leader, as an authority, as a person that knows what he's talking about. If you get the person nodding their head, yeah, that's what I want, you've done. The sale is done, right? All you have to do is give them the means in which they can buy it, and boom, they're clicking, right? So that is the strategy. A lot of people ask, Mike, should I do free? Should I do paid? You should do both, right? If you got a little bit of money, test. Take $100 and don't spend $100. Spend $20 to test certain things and see if is my heading right? Is my title right? Is my text right? Is my message right? Maybe it's a video message. Am I presenting it to the right audience? Take these little notes and, like a scientist, check these things off, right? Because you may have to tweak, right? But once you get an effective ad, now you can expand. Now you could say, okay, the last ad was $20. I'm going to go $50 now. I'm going to go $75. I'm going to put $100. And the metrics, the results should expand with the money that you're putting in. But in addition to that, also do some of the free advertising. I want to recommend something to you guys as far as the free, because you know what? There's a lot of different ways in which you could do free advertising that are very effective. A lot of people are not using these things. And my mentor, Mr. John Thornhill, he's down in in the UK, but I mentor under several things that he's doing. He and I communicate, and he's got an excellent training that, by the way, is highly discounted for you to learn how to do the free the free marketing aspect of it. And I'll tell you, he goes over 7 or 8 different things, maybe 10 different aspects of it, and I've gone through it. Very powerful, all of them. And once you start mastering these things, because here's the bottom line, not one free thing, right? Let's say you say, all right, one of my free things is I'm going to write a blog post. That's great. But not one thing is going to bring the whole heap of clients to you. You got to do a little thing here, a little thing here, a little thing here, a little thing here. And the culmination of those little things are going to bring the hundreds and maybe thousands and maybe millions of people, right? If you got a YouTube channel, you might get a few hundred. If you've got a blog post, you might get a few hundred. And again, everything is numbers, right? You're going to present that to a certain amount of people. Not everybody is going to buy, a certain percentage is. But the more they see, the more you can get them nodding their head saying, yes, that's exactly what I want. That's where the power is. So you want a combination of both free and paid. And again, if you want to learn some really good free marketing strategies, then go down and click on the link. If you're looking at this on my blog, then you're going to find a button underneath, or maybe a graphic that you could click that'll bring you there, and you'll see them. Again, guys, highly discounted. I got you a special price on this, and you can learn a lot. You're going to learn how to use so many different areas. And that, along with, you going out there and doing some research on how to do your paid advertising. Facebook, ever since the Corona thing, has really dropped its prices, and you're able to do that. You're able to test with little bits of money and see how well that is working. And if it's working well, then great. Expand on it, right? That, along with your free marketing, is what's really going to be the ticket for you. So that's my advice to you today. Take it, move on it, learn, guys. You can't lose by learning how to be better, right? And this is the key. Imagine if you started employing these little strategies, right? And you said, all right, I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing this. I'm going to spend another 10 minutes doing this. I'm going to spend another 10 minutes doing this. And that culmination, aside from whatever it is that you're doing in the paid aspect of it, that's what's going to bring you success. That's what's going to bring you the truckloads of people, and having the numbers working on your site is your ultimate goal, right? You got to be able to present your information to the right audience and to the right number of audience, right? And some of them are going to raise their hand and say, I want it. I got to have it, right? So again, Mike Martinez, do your due diligence, learn, become better, and just put yourself on the line, guys. Learn to be a professional. This is my message to you. Mike Martinez, I'll be speaking to you soon. Remember, it's your time to shine.